Good morning, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, then welcome. My name's Alex, I'm a cameraman and take you behind the scenes of the jobs you get to do, whether that's in the UK or abroad, video, photo or drone, and I post 2 videos a week for you every Thursday and every Sunday to show you what I've been up to. Today we're starting outside the village church. I thought it was a nice little spot to start off with, and also a bit of village drama. There was someone living and sleeping in this graveyard for quite a while. I believe he's now gone. Anyway, if he's not, he's probably watching me. So, starting in this beautiful church, I've got a very, very busy day today. I'm going to be heading from here. Got to go to the vets, then we've got to go to Pets at Home to get some dog food, then I've got to get a haircut, then I've got some jobs to do in the makeshift studio, in the garage, and then we're heading on an epic journey up north to the Lake District to find a beautiful park up for tonight to watch the sunset. The job number 1 that I'm going to do is head to the vets. So these vets are actually lovely. It's called Vets for Pets. I believe it's just a chain here in the UK. And basically I was a regular here. When I was going back and to from France, I used to have to go there every time I was going to travel over to France to get a certificate for the dog, which cost me a fortune. It cost me £300 every time I wanted to go to France for a certificate that lasted, I believe, 3 months, and you had to use it within 10 days of getting it. So, yeah, they know me quite well here. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds at this little practice here, so yeah. They know me well and they've had a lot of my money. So this is job number 1. It's nothing urgent. We're just going to be getting some worming and flea tablets for the dog. She hasn't got any worms or she hasn't got any fleas, but just to make sure we prevent that from happening, we're going to go and do that. I've actually had 2 ticks on me this month already. Layla had 1 huge one and I found 2 tiny ones. And they're the first ever ticks that I had. My good friend Sam Burton and I, we bought something called Tom's tick tool about 10 years ago, and I never ever had to use it until this month. So there must be something about this month of May where the ticks absolutely love it. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. We'll head to this first location, get this job done, and then head to the next. Now, job number 1, unfortunately, slightly unsuccessful. They need to see the dog before they can give me the flea and worming treatment, which is totally understandable because they've not seen her in about a year. So, I need to do that first. I'm actually, ironically, now at Pets at Home, which actually has a Vets for Pets in it as well, but I'm actually in a different location altogether. What I need to do is go and get Layla some new food. She's a senior dog now, so it's not the easiest thing to get food for, and I like to give her the same thing over and over to help her tummy stay nice. Anyway, this is Rugby Town Centre. I need to head in here. Let's go. Rabbits. Adult. Mature. Now, I would give her this one, but that absolutely stinks and makes her smell all fishy, so I'm not going to be doing that. But these are the ones, as you can see, it says mature on them there. This is that's 1 to 7 years. Layla's now 8, so we're going with that. And of course, we can't come to the pet shop without getting her some treats, so we'll definitely be making the most of getting her some treats as well. After that, we're now 1 step closer. I have acquired the goods. So if you wonder what food I give Layla, I give her this Wainwright stuff. I don't know if it's any good. I know it's slightly more premium than, bog standard stuff, but yeah, I give her this just because it looks all right, and it's obviously special for her, grain-free, all of that sort of stuff. And then, just so it's nice with her tummy, I always try and buy the same brand for treats as well. So we've got a couple of sets of treats and a treat bag with a yak chew in it. Yak milk chew thing. I did pay for this, I didn't just slot it in there and run out. So, next on the list is going to be a haircut, I think. And then after the haircut, I've only got 1 more thing to do, which is get some filming done. Oh, and I've got to go pick up a poo at Nan's house. But yeah, all the goods are acquired. I actually forgot my wallet and my phone when I went in there because I took the GoPro instead. I meant to take my wallet and phone. Anyway, I had to run back out from the till to come and get it from in here to then run back in again. So that was a bit of a shenanigan. And if I look a bit sweaty, that is why. Anyway, let's go to the next spot. So here we are in the village. I'm about to go and get my hair cut. I'm really hoping there's not a big queue because I'm dying for a wee, but we shall see. Oi, oi! Wow, don't I look pretty? Well, thank you, Grant, for the haircut. Really appreciate it. But I need to go for a shower now and get all of these little pointy hairs off. 2 more jobs remaining today before I pack and head off to the lakes. That is getting some filming done for this little product I've got, for a medical product. The guy who sent it to me actually has a little YouTube channel as well, so I shall put that on the screen right now and put a little link in the description down there for you if you're interested in that. I believe it's gaming and stuff, so if you're into that, go head over there. Anyway, I've got to crack on, got to go film this medical thing and then pick up a poo from my nan's house because she looked after Layla for me the other day, and it's not fair to make her pick up the poos. So Layla's left me that little present. I'll go sort that out, but for the meantime, I'm going to rush around, get a shower, get some filming done, and then catch up with you in a little while. Believe it or not, I'm not always running errands and I'm not always faffing about doing this, that and the other. I do actually get a little bit of downtime every now and then. Whether I'm in the car, the van, the house or wherever else, I'll often get a little bit bored, and that's where today's sponsor, Skillshare, come in clutch. If you didn't know, Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, and they have a very wide breadth of topics and categories that they cover for your online learning. They have thousands of creative classes in countless categories, ranging from beginner to advanced, and some of the categories include illustration, design, animation, film, photography, entrepreneurship, and more. As you can see, I do get suggested some pretty interesting different classes, but at the moment I have 2 that are on the top of my list. The first one that I'm super interested in is Empowering Your Brand by Aram Atkinson. He's actually rated one of the top teachers here on Skillshare. I've been really enjoying consuming these lessons from Aram, and yeah, he's got some really great things to say. And the thing about Skillshare is they have a learn by doing approach, which they give you a project for your class, and then you're able to submit that project at the end. So you're actually doing something, not just staring at a screen, you're getting involved in what the course actually is. The next class that I'm really looking forward to starting is the Graphic Design Masterclass. I do believe that you should have your finger in a lot of different creative pies, especially if you're in the creative industry. I'm a strong believer in that knowledge is power, and if you learn to do something and just go out there into the real world and do it, you will be successful at it. So Skillshare is the prime example of how you take that first step on the ladder for starting to learn the thing that you love to do. So thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and thank you to you guys for watching this sponsored segment. If you're interested in Skillshare, there are some discounts and stuff down below. If you're one of the first 500 people to use the link down in the description, you'll actually get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare to, you know, get your teeth into. So make the most of it, click that link. I've got that for you guys, so make the most of it. Let's go. I'm all showered, I'm all fresh, and we're ready to crack on with some proper work. But just before that, I'm going to do one more thing, which is give Layla a little treat. As who doesn't want to see the dog have a little treat? So, put you on the floor. We're going to open up these new ones that we got earlier today. Here we go. What do you think, Smidge? Isn't that nice? We'll get her to sit or do something. Come here. Sit. Paw. Thank you. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think she likes them. Anyway, I think that's enough procrastinating for now. I'm not going to make the dog too fat. Let's get on with a bit of this work. First thing to do is to open up this. This is the piece of medical equipment, and this is a piece of kit that I've hired from Lens Pimp, who we've known for about 10 years. We met them at the photography show in 2015, and we've been using them ever since. So if there's a specific piece of equipment that I need to get the job done, these are the guys that I go to. It's not a sponsor, just a little shout out. So I'm going to be opening this. This should be a nice new lens for us. I'm going to do that with 2 hands so I don't ruin the box because I need to return it. And then this is the piece of medical equipment that I need to be filming. I believe it's called an autoclave, and basically you open it up, look at that, and you put your, I don't know, scalpel or something in a little bag in here, close her up, turn her on, boop, and then it will clean your product for you. Evidently, I need to go and get some screen cleaner just to clean that screen off. But basically, we're going to be getting a few abstract style shots of this to try and make it look like a bit more of like a Rolex advert or something like that. Really try and make this piece of medical equipment as sexy as possible. That's the plan. Fingers crossed it goes well. This is just a bit of a trial, so we'll get this lens open and have a little play. So last and absolutely not least, I have to find a poo in Nan's garden. Beautiful garden, I must say. Lots of flowers, summer house. It's very nice. Anyway, somewhere in all of these plants and stuff is, in fact, a turd. So I shall go and have a look for that. And then I've got to get some fuel, and then we're hitting the road. So I'm making really good progress today. Looking forward to getting up north. And I'm just waffling, so let's go. 27 quid pourer, that's how much it cost me to fill up. and I am now en route to the lakes. So it says it's going to be about a 3-hour 46 journey. It usually is about 3 hours, 3 hours 15 minutes, just depending on traffic. It is half term and it is a Friday, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to hit too much bad traffic. I am heading towards the nice place, not away from the nice place. I imagine people who have been on holiday will be heading from the lakes rather than to the lakes. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. I'm really hoping for a smooth journey. Hopefully it isn't 4 hours long, but you'll be the first to know. I'm also really hoping we get a nice sunset later on, because I'm hoping to climb up a little cliff to get to the top of it to show you guys that as well. Might even fly the drone. We'll see how windy it is. So as you can see, I've made it back to the van safe and sound, and what's really good news is it's not been nicked. Literally last week someone's headlights got nicked out of their car. Someone just came along and yanked the bonnet open and stole the headlights out of it. What a pain, but good news, the van is still here. I'm going to get ready, get it all packed, get Georgie, and then head over to our park up for the evening. Fingers crossed there's no one there, fingers crossed we don't get moved on, and fingers crossed there's no rain, because I really want to see a nice sunset. So, let's go. Right, I've acquired a Georgie. Georgie, say hello.
Hello.
And Layla's in the van as well. And we're on our way. As you see, we've changed vehicle and we'll head into our park up for the evening. As I said earlier, I'm hoping that no one else is already there who've been inspired by my fantastic car park parking finding skills. And yeah, as I said, we want to go up this little cliff, hopefully, when we get there. So we're going to trundle on down, and when we've got parked up and level, we'll catch up with you then. That was a candle that fell off the side, but it wasn't lit, so that's a win. Anyway, let's go. Okay, we're getting a bit closer now, and I think I can see someone parked there. It might be someone parked just nearby, or they might be there. Flipping heck, it's you've obviously had a bit of rain for the past few days. Just at the end of this little bit of a straight, oh, there is someone parked there. What should we do? Do we park with them, or do we scare them off? Or do we park somewhere else entirely? They might only be there for a walk. We bottled it. We're way too antisocial to stay somewhere where there is someone else staying. So we're going to another one of our trusty park-ups. And the reason why we're going to these park-ups and not staying in my usual spot is because the tree that I thought was imminently going to fall down on top of the van hasn't yet fallen. So yeah, we're waiting for that to come down before we start using that good spot again. But for now, we're enjoying trialing out some of these other ones. Just a shame that those guys had nicked that one. Anyway, we'll get to this next nice one and we will catch up with you there. So we've made it to our secondary location. Give us a wave, Georgie. This is a spot the other day with the calves. Moo! So yeah, anyway, what I thought might be interesting is if we quickly show you how we get this thing chocked up. I'm not sure what all of this grey stuff is on the floor, but I almost don't want to know, so the quicker we do this, the better. Fully on, yeah? Okay, so that is me on the top of the one on the right hand side, and now Georgie's chocked it, so we're going nowhere, which means we can turn the van off and chill out. Somehow it turns out Georgie is the cow whisperer. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to say it anyway. Look.
Look at them all.
I'm going to eat it. Okay, here we go. Take two. You've now time travelled. It's the next day, and Georgie and I are really hoping that the people that were in our spot last night are not there anymore. Fingers crossed. And then BBC Weather did say sunshine right now for the next little while, but if you have a look out the window, there is no sun or blue sky to be seen. Hopefully, if no one's here and we get to the top of this cliff, the sun will come out. We'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll catch up with you in 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I have bad news. I'm pretty sure the lay-by is completely full. It looks like I can see 3 vans parked in there at the minute. Georgie rightly said it is early, it's only 3 o'clock, so they might only be there for a walk. They probably won't be staying there for the evening. So if there's space for us to sneak in and pull up, we will definitely try to do so. Big bump. So yeah, we'll try that. We're going to try and be brave and bully people out of the spot, but it actually looks like it's completely full. So I've been brave, very brave, and Georgie's been brave as well. Basically, we've parked where all these vans are, but in between them. How naughty. Look, ooh. But actually, the guys are really nice. We did have a chat to them. All the vans are together, so these guys have been blocked in slightly, but they can still get out because they're all going to leave at the same time. So, fingers crossed we're going to have a undisturbed evening, but now the sun has just started to come out a tiny, tiny, tiny bit, so fingers crossed by the time we get to the top of this cliff, it will be out. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. So Georgie and I have successfully and safely made it up to the top of the cliff, but it's super windy, so you won't be able to hear me over there, so let me show you the view. There's some people waving down there as well. So, if you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, it does really help. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for me, because I really need it. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Should be quite an interesting one. Not sure what we're doing, but stay tuned. It will be on Thursday. Have a good weekend.